There's many good reasons you might be thinking of introducing your dog to a dog training crate. Maybe you have a little puppy and you're hoping to use it to help them with their house training and to keep them safe while they're at home alone. They're a brilliant tool for encouraging puppies to hold on just a bit longer, and also it keeps them safe from chewing things that they're not supposed to and can help them make good choices when it comes to chewing on things. But any dog can benefit from a crate. There's plenty of opportunities throughout their lives where they might need to be used to a crate. Dog-friendly hotels often expect dogs to be crate trained if they're going to be left in the hotel. They'll need to be crate trained if they're planning on going on a flight, or if you are going to be using a dog walker, a dog groomer, or an emergency at the vets even. They'll be expected to be able to go into a crate. So there's lots of good reasons to get your dog used to using one, even if you don't have an immediate need for it. While this is probably the best time to introduce the crate, while there's actually no urgent need, you can take as long as you like, and actually introducing a crate slowly is more effective than trying to rush it. So this would be a really good time if you don't have an urgent need. So the first thing is to really choose a crate that's going to be the right size for your dog. If you're introducing a crate to a puppy, you might need to get a couple of different sizes as the puppy grows. The idea is your crate should feel quite cozy. It should be big enough for them to sit and lie down comfortably in it, but not so big that they can move around. We want them to be nice and calm and cozy and snuggly inside their crate. So smaller probably is better. You can get dividers for crates, so if you get a large one, you want to put a divider in it, you can move that as your puppy grows, or you might just choose to get another one as they grow up. But if your dog's older, you'll have a better idea of what kind of crate size would suit them. Once you've got your crate, bring it home, and you want to find a nice, cozy, quiet place for them. The crate needs to be associated with calmness, with just relaxation, with sleep, just general. It's a calm, quiet, cozy space. They're going to want to sleep in there and rest in there. So don't put this in the busiest place in the house. Even if that does have the most convenient spot, you'll find that your dog will not adjust to the crate as well as you might have hoped. If there's a quiet place in the house somewhere where there's not a lot of people coming and going, not a lot of noise, perhaps people coming to the front door might disturb your dog, find a nice quiet spot just out of the way, and you can set your crate up there. Your goal here is just to make it a nice, cozy, friendly space for your dog. So you'll want to introduce it quite slowly. So once you've got it set up, pop in a nice blanket, put in some treats. You could hide them inside the blanket, tangle them up inside the sheets. You can put in there a licky mat, long-lasting treats, anything like that that's going to encourage them to go in there and settle and just enjoy what you've given them. Putting in excitable toys is not going to help them to relax with their crate, because toys that bounce around, that make lots of noise, that they have to move to go and chase their treats, those types of toys are just going to encourage them to be overexcited. So they're never going to learn how to settle inside the crate. So pop it somewhere nice and safe and put all these things inside there. And now you just need to sit back and wait for your dog to start to explore the crate by themselves. It can be very tempting at this time to watch your dog as they approach the crate, and you'll get very excited and you'll maybe start to hold your breath as they're going towards it. Don't do that, because that just draws attention to this crate as being something a bit different and a bit special and a bit interesting. So this should feel like no big deal to your dog. This is just a different thing that's just suddenly appeared. It's not good, it's not bad, it's not anything, it's just worthy of exploration. So at the very early stages, your dog will want to come in and out, investigate the treats you've put in there, have a go on his licky mat, things like that. And once he's very comfortable with that, then you can start to change how you use it a little bit. So you maybe pop him in there for a few minutes, close the door and just sit with him, just so that he realizes that closing the door is not a terrible thing and nothing that he needs to be afraid of. But don't make a big deal about it again. Don't get him too excited. Just shut it as if nothing has happened. Then you can just open it a few minutes later, and you can build up over time. Hopefully you do have plenty of time, and this can be spread out over a long period. Your dog will be really comfortable with the crate by the time you actually have to use it, because you've taken so long over introducing it. It was never an exciting big deal to him. It's just something different, a different way for him to sleep at night. Puppies will be much quicker to accept a crate than older dogs, because puppies are very open to new things. They're very keen to explore things. Usually they're very bold. They like to get in there and explore, and they'll love to freckle around and look through all those treats. And they might have even had a crate in their previous home when they were with their mommy. So I probably will accept a crate much faster than an older dog. So take that into consideration as you're trying to introduce this crate. There's a few other ways you can make this nice and cozy for your dog. So keeping it in a nice warm place. If your dog likes to be warm, you can put a blanket all around it so that there's nice and dark inside there. That'll make it a bit den-like. It'll help him to not be looking around him all the time. He'll not feel vulnerable to things coming and moving around him. So he'll feel kind of enclosed and safe inside his little den with a blanket over. You can play music for him when you're not there. All of these things will really help him just to relax and enjoy his crate. Not all dogs will be introduced to a crate having had no experience of one. Unfortunately, some might have had some bad experiences or may not have enjoyed their first experience of a crate. And if that's what you're working through now, then you need to take extra long amount of time to let your dog get used to this crate. And even allowing him to explore it when you're not home is a really good way of him getting used to the crate and learning to forgive it again, because whenever he tries to go into the crate, it'll remind him of the spirits that he's had in the past. He'll maybe not remember the exact details, but he will remember how he felt about the crate, and that will put him off wanting to go back to it. So when there's nobody around and no pressure at all on him, let him just explore that crate by himself. And you'll see over time, if you've got a dog camera in your space wherever your dog is, you'll be able to watch him on there, and you'll not feel pressurized to go in, and you'll not notice whenever you get excited because he's going towards his crate. He needs to feel like he's doing this all by himself, and that there's no risk of anybody shutting him in or doing anything that might return him back to that bad experience. He's got to work that through by himself. But loads of treats in there and a licky mat as well. If you can get him to lie down and have his licky mat, licking is a very calming behaviour. It's a stress reliever, so that will help him too if he's in his crate using his licky mat. So hopefully that's been helpful, and let me know how you get on with your dog crates. Take care for now. Bye bye.